Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Casper Network, aka Casper the Friendly Ghost. As you guys all know, it's been a while since we actually talked about this token. I have been accumulating this on almost a daily basis at this point. A little bit here, a little bit there. Weekly, I've been adding about roughly 10 to 25,000 Casper. Sometimes more. I recently think I did like an 80,000 Casper buy, and that was at like an average of like two, like it was like almost, it was a little bit above like 2.5 cents. It was like 27.80 or something like that. But we do see here from Kevin Cage, Casper 100 plus days sitting around 3 cents when Binance, Gemini, Kraken, FTX, and Coinbase. And we've honestly been watching this chart. I mean, like, this has been an accumulation. This is why I have been buying. I've been buying this thing since it dropped back here. And, you know, I haven't been buying when we started to pump massively, but I've been buying, like, on the small little moves here. I mean, I just kind of avoid buying when we have, like, these massive spikes. Recently, I've been buying this dip back here. And this range here is, like, not bad at all, especially at around, like, almost 3 cents. It's, like, minimal downside from here in my opinion, but it is what it is. Everyone has their own ideas. I'll always do your own research if you want, but when we look at Casper, I mean, like, the upside potential from here to even like the recent high back in November, it's like a huge opportunity. I mean, even just to like think about it like this, from our current level to just like the 10-cent mark, which was during a bear market anyways. Like, the 10-cent mark is an incredible opportunity as well, especially if you put a decent amount in, which is, of course, up to you and, what you're going to do. But, yeah, we've definitely been watching this. We still have a ton of T1 listing opportunities for Casper, and with all of the building happening recently, I really do think that this is one of those gems that will provide, 50x, 100x possibly moves. A 100x from here would be about $3. And I've always said, like, I've been looking at this one roughly within like the dollar range, $2, possibly $3. But this thing could go much higher. I mean, like, we don't know where this is gonna go. We could easily make predictions, but will those predictions morph into reality? Again, we don't know. There is one thing that I'm certain of, though, with Casper, and that's the fact that we will continue to see them build, continue to see them grow, and I believe that they will be here for forever. I really do believe so. And with all of that in mind, talking about some major listings, we did recently get listed on Bit2Me Global. We do see here Casper Network. Casper is designed to drive the adoption of blockchain technology, smart contracts, and dApps on a global scale, and ensure that the platform is continuously developed accordingly to the changing needs of its users. And Bit2Me Global is about 72, almost 70. It's almost like 72,000 exact. But they do have over 450,000 users, 20 plus services, and 45,000 B2M holders. So this is a pretty substantial exchange. It's not obviously a T1 or anything like that. I mean, like, when you look at some of these T1 exchanges like Binance, Gemini, Kraken, FTX, Coinbase, they're on a little bit different of a level. But again, all of these exchanges provide more value into Casper as a token, but also it provides a little bit more eyes on the token. And by the way, the social engagement on all of Casper's like tweets is insane. I mean, like, just look at some of the social engagement that you see on just some of these small announcements, like scale up your existing Web 2 education into the world of Web 3. Learn, to code on Casper alongside developers. 218 likes, which is pretty substantial compared to some of the other major, projects in the space that barely get that amount of likes, which really kind of sets it apart on, where Casper is right now in terms of marketing and also community growth. It's very special. Also, a lot of the dApps that are being built out are starting to launch a little bit. For an example, the Swappery. The Swappery bridge is alive. Bridge your Swapper to, this is like their own token, SWPR, to Casper Network on the link. You have the chance to bridge for no bridging fees until the 10th of October. And this is, of course, the first decentralized exchange on Casper, I'm pretty sure. And this fully launched out. Very exciting. And I really do think that all of this, all of these major updates, like the Swappery. We recently seen a few other dApps go live. It's been honestly a while since we talked about Casper, but I know that we were talking about in the last video the NFT project that was going live on Casper. We were talking about .oracle. There's just so many major, projects being built out right now on Casper and igniting the growth of Casper that I just think that in the next major cycle, this one is going to be one that you want to be holding. I think that I'm making a big bet on this one. This is still my, number one holding, my largest holding in value and also volume at this current moment in time. So, very exciting to be a Casper holder, especially this early in the game. We were holding Casper at 10 cents. I'm holding Casper still now, and I have zero doubts on the token. We do see over here from UZH Blockchain Center. I'm happy to co-organize collecting and conserving NFTs as art and collectible powered by Casper Network. And this is awesome to see. Again, all of these major events provide a little bit more of an insight on Casper. And this is actually with the University of Zurich, which they currently have 18,000 followers, but they are more so of a IRL event and also organization, obviously. But this is very exciting. I think that we are going to see a lot more events like this. And like I said, all of these events are great for the growth of Casper, a lot more eyes on Casper, as well as provides a little bit more of an insight on what they are doing. And you can see some of the speakers here. This is going to be with Ralph Kublai. I hope that I'm saying that name right, from the Casper Association. And you do see all of these other major individuals there talking more so about digital assets and all that kind of stuff, which is always very exciting. Honestly, all of the things around Casper are very professional. I really do like the professionalism from the team. Also, with all of these events, it really kind of shows a little bit of an insight on who is actually, centered around Casper, who's talking about Casper, who's, communicating with them. So very exciting, very awesome, and you'll love to see it. Also, from Casper Network, the Casper Association presents you with the first look at our newly updated website. You now have easier access to the most relevant information, resources, and more ways to get involved. And yes, they just recently launched their new website. You guys can go check it out. I'm actually looking at it right now. You probably already know this, especially if you do look at other Casper content creators, which is totally fine. We do see the future-proof blockchain. You can definitely see, what it is built off of. It's the Casper CBC specification, which is, like I've always said, incredible. And you can see all of the information here. Scale without sacrifice, easy to use, thoroughly, enterprise grade optimized, low and predictable cost, and future proof, which all of these go hand in hand with how incredible Casper actually is. And you can see some of the quotes down here. I love to see the Tim Draper quote. The team at Casper Labs has built an essential blockchain platform for real-world applications without sacrificing the essential components of usability, cost, centralization, or security. And you love to see that quote. And then also founder and CEO of WiseKey. And, again, it just goes in depth on the power and the potential behind Casper. It truly is one of the most special, projects in this space that everyone is overlooking. And we also did get an update on the circulating supply. We're going to talk about that as well. But let's actually talk about some of the projects. So CeFi and DeFi. You could actually check out all of these projects over here on the View Now tab. So we did talk about Friendly Market in the past. We've talked about CasperPad. We just recently talked about Swappery. And we also talked a little bit about SkyBridger. All of these go hand in hand with really kind of building out the DeFi and the CeFi market on Casper, more so centered on the DeFi space. I love Friendly Market. I think that this website is incredible. I love how clean it looks. I love how simple it is. Very easy to utilize if you are just new to crypto, or even like I said, a veteran with crypto, which is awesome to see. And you do see down here the options trading. They will have a lot more coming soon. But this is awesome, and I love all of these projects on Casper. They are very high quality. Yes, I know that we don't have a ton of projects just yet. We still are seeing a lot more being built out. You can check out all of the other projects just by going down here and viewing now. They do have some exchanges and wallets, partners, all that kind of stuff. And right now, the ecosystem is still growing day in and day out. And here's .oracle down here. But there's so many other ones here as well. Casper Live we utilize on a daily basis. We're actually going to be looking at that here in a second. And then gaming and NFTs as well. You do see all of the major ones. Friendly Market is still listed here because they are kind of building out some NFT things within the entire Casper community. And then we also did talk about Casper Army for a little bit. And then Wise Art was also a big one, which we talked about in the past as well. So All of these projects are incredible. The ecosystem is still growing, and I do suspect that we will probably see this entire ecosystem continue to grow on not a daily basis, but a monthly basis. We will see more and more projects launching. They are still doing a ton of marketing and advertising. So I hope to see this grow a little bit more. But last but not least, let's actually talk about the circulating supply. So if you guys don't know, I've always said that the circulating supply is inflationary. It's inflationary by like 8%, I believe, year over year or so. But we do see, true to our efforts of full transparency with our community and to ensure consistency with industry standards and practice, effective today, the Casper Association will update the methodology of or for reporting Casper's circulating supply. Yeah, so now we actually have a little bit of an update on the circulating supply. We do see here that previously a token had only been counted in circulating supply once it had been transferred from its genesis or originating wallet. Going forward, Casper will reflect will reflect in its circulating supply reporting all tokens that are unlocked and transferable. And we have a little bit of an update down here. So, for example, 10.4 billion Casper is in circulation. Of these, almost 8.3 billion tokens, or 80% of Casper's circulating supply, are currently staked and bonded to the network, which we can actually go and take a look at. And we do see that this will not increase or in any other way impact the total supply of tokens in the Casper ecosystem. And by the way, I love to see them break down the full background experience here on Casper. So on March 31st, 2021, that's when we did launch. Over the past 18 months, we have seen tremendous growth of the network, including, as of today, 85,000 plus Casper accounts, 18,400 plus delegators, 200 plus connected nodes, 540,000 plus native token transfers. Currently, approximately 74% of all Casper tokens are staked and bonded, which we will definitely take a look at. And they've been growing rapidly on their social media sites as well. And I think that this is awesome to see. And already in 2022, they had some major milestones, which is awesome to see. And like I said, the growth of Casper is going to continue. It's very exciting. And we do see over here, in regards to the Casper Live area, which we just recently talked about, we could actually kind of see what's happening over here. So first off, 74.62% of all the supply is actually locked. It's staked and bonded at an APY of about 10.72%. 10.4 billion circulating supply, which is 92.9% of the 11.2 billion out there. We do see the Casper price over there. The total market cap is about 313, almost 314 million. And we also do see the block heights, all that kind of stuff. We could also see, I believe it was in, I forgot where it was. It might have been in blocks or so. Let me actually take a look real quick. Maybe it was validators. I know that there was one. It might have been actually Casper Stats now that I think about it. Let me actually go over here to Casper Stats. I believe that was under, I think it was under tolling, I believe. So let me actually check here. Yeah, so Casper Stats. I wanted to actually just share with you guys real quick the amount of holders and stuff. By the way, over here is where you can actually see the rich list and all that kind of stuff. This actually gives you a little bit of a better breakdown on a few things. I shouldn't say better, but just more insights on things happening. And we do see the holders here, 85,492, up about 0.51% in the 24-hour span. Nothing too crazy there. You could also see the staking volume, the daily transfers, all that kind of stuff. Very exciting. And also, just so that you guys know, if you wanted to see how rich you actually were, you can check out the rich list. I think that like by number, like the 500, like the top 500 holders, I think it's like maybe 1 million Casper or something like that. So let me actually go over here. We're almost there. Here we go. So the top 500 actually have less than 1 million. I thought that they had 1 million. It's about 835,224. The top 1,000, to see if you were in the top 1,000, I think that the top 1,000 have about like maybe, I want to say like it's 400 or 300,000. I was looking at it the other day because I was very interested on where I actually stand. I'm not giving you guys my holdings, but we do hold a substantial amount, and it's very exciting to really kind of be in like the top 1,000, the top 500 or so. So here's the top 1,000 holding addresses. So the top 1,000 right now is sitting at about 313,000 Casper, about $9,500 worth almost of Casper. I suspect that that amount will probably be worth about $300,000 plus, but it is still very exciting. I mean, like if you are in the rich list, that's awesome to see, especially in the top 1,000. I know that everyone wants to be in the top 100, the top 500, whatever it is, but just being in the top 1,000 is something to be proud of as well. And you can actually see how active these are. Like a lot of these are active in the last 6 days, last 5 days, last 4 days or so, whatever. But again, I think that the growth of Casper is going to continue to ignite, and I really do think that right now everyone should be watching Casper, especially as it has been in accumulation for a while. I do believe that this is an accumulation. I think that we have been accumulating the range for a while, and I think that's been an incredible area to accumulate. I will continue to accumulate. If we do see massive sell-offs, I will accumulate. I think that Casper is a gem. I think that's going to be a gem for a very long time in this market as well, and we could not be any more happier to be able to accumulate this token at these ranges and really to be this early in this market. So with all that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.